Hello and welcome to my fourth Fire Emblem Let's Play and my second Three Houses Let's Play. This is going to be the Golden Deer route, and I'm going to be playing it on New Game Plus, mostly just because I'm interested in checking out what New Game Plus has to offer. I'm not sure if, in the long run, that's going to be something I'm going to want to do for future playthroughs, such as the Blue Lions, which I will do some point after this, but for now we'll get the opportunity to see how New Game Plus works. So if you have seen any of my other three Let's Plays, you might be wondering what to expect, given that they've all had sort of a different approach, and this one is going to have a different approach than any of them, I think, really. It's going to be more similar, I would say, to my Sacred Stones playthrough than to my Radiant Dawn or my Black Eagles playthroughs, in that I'm going to do a lot more editing to cut down on the length and cut out the less interesting bits. I will, however, be trying to show all of the dialogue, or as much of the dialogue as possible, at least up until the point where it's unique. So, for example, I'll probably show, like, the first time, like, any given character has, like, their line of dialogue for having a meal or cooking or whatever, but probably won't show it repeatedly after that unless it's important to know that I chose that particular option. That sort of thing. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, my Black Eagles playthrough was over 100 hours, over 90 episodes. It's really long. This will be much shorter. That's part of the reason I'll, also, like, turn off animations, cut down on the amount of time running around in the monastery, all that good stuff. So, overall, yeah, I mean, that's the plan. Obviously, it won't be as planned as the Sacred Stones LP, because this is still a blind playthrough of the Golden Deer route. But hopefully it'll be a little bit faster and more to the point. Alright, so I wanted to start from this screen because I just wanted to show what the game itself has to say about what New Game Plus does and how it works. So we can carry our endgame data over into New Game Plus. In New Game Plus, you retain your renown and higher battalions, as well as your shop and saint statue levels. You can use your journal to spend renown to unlock professor levels, support levels, skill levels, combat arts, and abilities gained from mastering class skills you had unlocked in your cleared game save. So, unlocking professor levels, I guess you don't retain your professor level. Okay, but you can spend renown to unlock it. So, I guess as you build up renown across multiple playthroughs, it becomes easier and easier to unlock things like professor levels and support levels, so on. I didn't have a whole lot of renown left over at the end of the previous game, so I may not actually get a whole lot out of that. I spent pretty much all of it on the saint statue stuff. Let's see. Use the unit appearance option in your journal to choose your units. Look from options such as their monastery uniforms or war attire. Profile portraits and voices will not change. I don't know why it says such as. I don't know. I'm not aware that there are multiple other options. Maybe there will be with some DLC. I mean, obviously Byleth has, like, the one option for the Officers Academy outfit, which I do not have, so I will not be doing that. I doubt I'll be taking advantage of this feature in general either, because, I don't know, it would seem weird to have them running around in their, like, time skip outfits beforehand and then not doing so after. Additionally, you may receive items containing crest powers based on the choices you made in your cleared game save. Use your journal to spend renown to unlock any crest items you do not already possess. I assume that's basically they're talking about the legendary, or not legendary, but like the crest weapons, the relics. I don't know what else that could be referring to. Maybe the Caduceus staff as well. Alright, so yeah, and we can scan amiibos, which we've already done, so I don't know why it's... Oh, and obviously we're doing Hard Classic. I don't know why they are... Sure. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why they're talking about amiibos. Oh yeah, here come the lances of light or whatever that destroyed Erdiad. I'm gonna have to make the assumption, I apologize for this, that anybody watching this has at least a general idea of what happened in the Black Eagles route that I played through, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to avoid talking about everything that happened in that playthrough, so I guess spoiler warnings if that's not obvious, or if that wasn't obvious coming in. Now you know.
Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it. Die! Die! You took everything that I loved! He's gone now, Mother.
So seeing that now, in the wake of having played through the Black Eagles route, I still don't really know what Nemesis's deal is. One also wonders what Sothis was up to this whole time.
Oh my. What could have brought you here? I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
So in this playthrough, my plan is to play as male Violet since I played as female last time, and also because it turns out the female design has some serious drawbacks once you get your special class. I don't know. I don't think I've actually seen what the Enlightened one looks like as the male design, but it's hard to imagine it's worse.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
I think I said I'm immortal last time. Let's say something else.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
Okay. Will you, like, upset her by saying I'm a demon now?
Do not deceive.
Oh.
You would do well to keep your wit in line.
Alright. Fine.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Yeah, Violet, that's fine. Whatever.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
So, last time I put in my birthday, and it didn't get a birthday present until after the time skip, which is pretty lame. Wonder what month you would have to put in to get one both before and after the time skip. I think if you did April, that would work. Well, maybe you would only get one present rather than two. Or maybe you wouldn't get one the first time. I don't know. Huh. Where the down increments the number. That's not how that's supposed to work. Anyway. I don't think I'm going to bother to try to optimize that. It's not like it really matters anyway. 5 days.
Wow, wonders never cease.
Too cool
it seems
anyway.
we share our day of birth. How strange.
How strange.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
Does feel familiar. It's almost like I've done this before.
It is almost time to begin.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
This option is so much worse now that I'm playing as male Violet than it was before. But I chose this one last time, so I'm gonna choose this one anyway, even though it's creepy.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn. Oh, good grief.
Huh.
Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir,
Didn't know that you could
sorry
get
to
negative
barge in,
support
but your
with him.
presence is needed.
What's happened?
Not like you can support with him in
Please
general.
forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready. Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
So, as I recall, this is actually supposed to be Remire Village, but it doesn't... Whoa. There's houses on fire. That's kind of odd. No. No, I can't pan the camera any farther down than this. I don't see anything that makes it look like the Ramire Village map from later in the game, but... Okay, well, this time we are going to be training Claude, so we might as well, you know, do that. Oh, yeah, sure,
Ready and willing.
Bows are a thing. That's accurate. So we can do 12 damage with him.
Stay focused.
And 13 damage with Byleth. That seems good. Let's do that. Weapon durability. Yep, that's also a thing.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that.
You're
I didn't
welcome.
expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Quite. Those sleeves,
Should I have held back?
for some reason, look weirder to me on male Byleth's outfit. Like, yeah. Oh, I forgot. We gotta mess with our options here. All right, we're gonna turn off animations. We saw those during the first playthrough. We don't need to do that. You can speed up the battle. Ba -ba -ba -ba. Alright, turn off this crap. Okay, cool.
I'll cut through.
Wait, you can't... Oh, you can talk to Byleth. Sure, talk to Byleth.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
You have just an Iron Lance and a Vulnerary. Thinking I could
I will prevail.
trade their items away, but...
You
Anyway,
have a strange aura about you.
Byleth's
You say you're a mercenary.
sleeves
so
seem
show me what you can do.
really... like... kind of just in the way.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
Can I turn the guides off? That was kind of what I was trying to do. Or one of the things I wanted to do. I've seen all these guides already. Doesn't seem like I can. Pretty annoying. We can't actually get into the forest. So we won't then. Can I get into the forest? No, because 4 movement is terrible. Mystery crest. I wonder what it could be. Oh, there's a rock here. That's part of the reason. So... let's give this kill to Claude. Oh, that's a weird way of animating that. It's like the guy just like stands there while it's doing the XP and then he dies. Alright, that's a kill for Byleth. Heal for Claude? Sure. You can't see the arrow fly across either, which is really disorienting. It makes it look like Claude misses every time. Also, isn't Geralt supposed to come over here by now?
Damn. Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Oh, here he comes.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Yeah, maybe I should actually read this since... Yeah, what I don't actually know is, or was getting goofed up on, at least in my last playthrough, is... So you get linked attacks for them being able to also attack the enemy, but when you have a support, when do the support bonuses trigger? It seems like you can build supports without being in position to link attacks, but it seems like you need to be able to have the link attack thing to actually get the support bonuses. But then it's unclear. What's unclear to me is like, okay, well, how much of a bonus do I get for just having a linked attack that doesn't have a support? Like, does that stack with the support bonus? Probably something I should have looked into, but... Alright, so... I think what I'm gonna do is just put Byleth here.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
And then... drop Dimitri back here. Edelgard, you can just stay put.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Ow. That wasn't supposed to hit. Not cool.
We must all do our part.
I see we're not getting speed again.
Predictable.
No! Gerald, you jerk. Do that.
It's a fine opportunity. It's the combat arts I taught you.
We don't need those. I mean, we do need them in general, but not right now. So, let's...
I'm gonna kill you where you stand!
do that.
I expected as much.
And then we're gonna do this. Give me your items. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Such power dwells within.
No speed, no strength. I think we need 3 vulneraries.
Seriously, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right?
Right.
You can call me Sothis. But I'm also known as the Beginning. Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that? I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you? Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
I don't know if Edelgard is just one young girl.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all.
You did it
Though
for
is
your
only
own sake.
momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that? When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
I'm just here to wait and die. But no, I'll see if I can build the support with Sothis. Maybe it'll matter in this playthrough.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here!
Huh?
Hey, did you just...
No.
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Oh man. Poor Alois. What did he do to you, Gerald? He looks up to you. He's such a nice guy.
Captain Gerald? It is you. Goodness, it's been ages. Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I think that this is definitely one of the weakest parts of the story. Like why Alois by himself is enough to convince Geralt, like, okay, you gotta go. And then when they get back, Rhea just sort of knows that this has all happened and seems to have expected it. I don't know. There's something. I wonder whether there's some further justification for all this that shows up in one of the routes. Certainly didn't happen in the Black Eagles route. Anyway, let's make Alois happy.
Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seiros.
The Knights of Seiros? They do seem rather skilled.
Based on what?
Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Geralt, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seiros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
He's really not that strong. Well, I think it matters what I say here.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Yeah, if you just learn to manipulate time, you'll be much better
I
off.
must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
This is such a ridiculous choice to be making at this stage of the game. Luckily, it doesn't actually matter. But it's still like a really weird, like, awkward... I guess, I don't know, maybe they just lack tact or subtlety, as Claude is accusing them of.
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
What?
All right, that's enough with the small talk.
What kind of
It's
response
time
was
to head
that,
back to the
Claude?
monastery.
Looks like we'll have
Obligated to
pick
be
this up
happy?
another time.
my, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Oh, this is just the thing where you get to read the same little blurbs that they had in their previews. Alright. Darkness!
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Oh, I never
This will
noticed
be
that
your first
Alois was in
time at
that
the monastery.
opening shot.
I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Wait, is that the Holy Tomb? For being such a prestigious institution, Hanneman and Manuela do not seem like very impressive teachers.
Ray
wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Just trying to pick the options I
As
didn't
you
pick
know,
last time.
The majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros.
And this one didn't
The
matter.
leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Totally.
Yes. Born many years after I left this place.
Many
I could
years.
introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed.
My name is ...
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well. Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
I don't know why I never thought of this before, but I really wish Hanneman had like a shocked portrait or animation where his monocle would fly off.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say, I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
Yep, totally.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea,
I wonder who they're
for
talking
now,
about
will
there.
have
It could, I
faith
mean, it
that
could
you
be
are placing your
Tomas,
trust
I
with
guess.
the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Of course.
Yep. More guides. That we apparently can't turn off. Okay, so with that, I think we've definitely hit the end of this first episode. I'm actually hoping to keep the episode shorter than this one. I mean, I don't know exactly how much it's going to be due to editing, but probably not too much shorter than the clock time, because I haven't been doing exploration or anything like that. So yeah, hopefully going forward I can keep it a bit shorter, but we'll stop here for now, and next time we'll be talking to some students and choosing the golden deer and some other stuff. I don't know. I don't actually remember what comes after that. But either way, until then.